All right, we're back. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Back for the second time. But I'm glad to be back streaming, y'all. How is everybody doing tonight? My camera wasn't set up right, but that's fine. How's everybody tonight? Yeah, tonight we were making Veterinary Horror. Basically, we're gonna continue with the thing that I did the last stream before this little forced stream hiatus. So it's an edit I had started and never really got to finish. So I've been itching to do this one. And Bean is not here to say hi yet because he decided he wanted to go to the cat toilet right before the stream started. So I'll go get him in like a minute or two. We'll have Bean soon for the Veterinary Horror stream. Yeah, hope you all are doing good. Sensational Woman, thank you for the follow. Hey Sora, hey Siphon, hey Moonlit. I got some tea. It's a little bit of a late start because my internet was kind of funky today. I think it's fine now. It just it just went down briefly a couple times throughout the evening, and I was, when that happens, I'm always afraid of streaming because I'm like, oh, the stream is gonna go down. But it's been stable for the past couple hours, so it should be fine, hopefully. But if the stream goes down, you know why? Because my internet decided to be fucky today. But yeah, I'm also gonna end the stream at a set time today. I gotta get my girlfriend to the airport really early in the morning. Unfortunately, she has some family stuff to attend to. So yeah, I'm gonna have to bring her there at I think we go now at 6 in the morning. So it's gonna be about 3-hour stream. So we'll probably not have time to do the 2 things I wanted to do today, but we'll have time for one, for sure. Internet work is on strike again. Hope not. What's my t-shirt today? It's a Soy Boy t-shirt from Internet Comment Etiquette. It's birthday gifts from them. Really nice. But yeah, tonight we are sort of starting out a new genre. I've done a lot of medical horror, but I haven't done really any veterinary horror. I guess it's sort of a taboo thing, or like a really evil thing to do to hurt puppies. But I'm very sorry, we're hurting a puppy. The puppy is fine, okay? In the original picture, it's just getting a really nice scratch. Hold on, which one? Here, look at this. Oh, it's just getting a good scratch. But we're turning this into suffering. Poor boy. Objectively scarier than medical horror. The only thing worse than getting a body horror disease is having your dog get one. Talking about puppies and pets. Let me go with get Bean. Whoa, hold on. Miss Bola. 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I don't know why that didn't make a sound. Good thing I called the notification on screen. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Y'all, enjoy your gift subs. So generous. Here's to you. I'll go get Bean to celebrate. He should be at the door, but if he isn't, I will just go grab him wherever he is. Because I want him to say hi to y'all. Well, the boy was at the window, but now he's on my shoulders. Bean is here. Say hi, Bean. Hi to the camera. Yeah. Tell them what you did right before starting the stream, Bean. He was really excited because I found his hair tie, which is one of his favorite toys. So we're playing with it, and he got really excited and he scratched my finger. It's not a big scratch, but it's kind of deep, and like right like where my pen sits when I'm drawing, and it's like, oh, it doesn't hurt. Uh, so thankfully it's not too bad, but it could have been a lot worse. Bean, you little creature, you don't know what you were doing. Oh boy, the boy, yeah. I'm the person who spent like an hour yesterday looking for your Twitter, only to give up and ask Justin Wang. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad we managed to reconnect. You managed to find me again. Thank you so much. That's so generous. Also, hi to all the people coming in. Nico Yash, thank you for the follow. Slampy, welcome, folks. Sai, welcome. Sentence him to 50 billion kisses. Now that should set him straight. Sensational woman. I've been a long time fan of your work. Thank you so much. Cool to see that your work was on Gravity Falls Book of Bell. Yeah, that was so cool. Had a lot of fun with that commission. Justin Wang knows Val. He keeps retweeting my stuff. Yeah, and so yesterday, Ebola asked on his replies, is like, hey, who's that guy who keeps making like weird medical horror? And Justin pointed to me. I was like, who's that guy? You're so comfy, but you're tickling me with your huge mustache. Oh yeah. Look at his face right now. He's so happy. He's excited. He's excited for the veterinary horror stream right now. Don't worry, Bean. You won't get hurt. It's all fake. It's all Photoshop. No puppies, no animals. Nobody was hurt. Okay, Bean? So you don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, look at this. That's a puppy. It's a puppy. They're like cats, but a little bit longer. So this is the thing we started on that fateful stream where my computer crashed and where my CPU started dying a month or so ago, and it's a medical horror disease that it's not exclusive to animals, but I wanted it to be on an animal just because it's a bit different, right, than the usual stuff I do. So this is a virus that, like many other actual real life viruses, they insert their DNA into the host's DNA. It's called a retrovirus. HIV does that, for example. Right? They will take their own genetic material, they will insert it into the cell's genetic material, and so force themselves or their own proteins and their own they're force this cell into essentially becoming a factory for more viruses. So this is one such virus, but it has a little problem. It's not really perfect. It's kind of dirty in the way it copies genes. So what it will do is it'll sometimes some of the viruses will grab random bits of the host's DNA, and when they find the next host, so in this case, it has infected a human, just like, maybe like just a flu or something like that, flu-like symptoms, right? Nothing huge, but it infected a human, and in that process, it grabbed a random little bits of the human's DNA. It then got passed on to that human's pets, this dog, and the dog, when the virus inserted bits of the human's DNA into it, and it's like around the mouth, right? So, you know, it might have infected a bit in the mouth. It inserted a little bit of human DNA into it, and that happened to break some cell's code and essentially cause a cancer. But this cancer has human DNA in it, and it just happens to be the DNA that creates fingers. Because I wanted something like visually interesting. It could have been any part of the body, but I wanted something that, you know, was clearly readable. So yeah, it is essentially a virus that accidentally passes around uh, DNA from host to host, and in some cases that can cause a cancer. If like the conditions are perfectly right, that can cause a cancer with another species DNA essentially. So, you know, it's not realistic. Realistically, the immune system would probably stop something like this, but we're not in the land of reality, and it is something that's based on a real phenomenon, which is retroviruses. So hopefully it's believable enough. Bean, you made a mess. Bean, come over here. He wants to play. We'll grab his hair tie. It is not his original hair tie, but he seems to consider it equally. I've been teaching Bean a lot of tricks for the new folks. I've been teaching Bean a lot of tricks, and one of them is bringing me the hair tie back. It's kind of a fetch game, but not a real fetch game, because he will just bring it back whenever he wants. So it's half fetch. It's a fetch at a cat's pace. Yeah. Me. Grab it. Yeah, boy. Let's see if he brings it to me. I'll let you know. This is the time the dog pets you. Exactly. Do you think the virus could be used to grow extra parts for amputees? No, it's like chaotic. The virus just rams a random parts of the DNA and randomly the virus doesn't cause the finger growth in this case. That's not the virus doing. It's just like a bad coincidence. The virus is probably not in this dog's system anymore. The virus just happened to mutate a specific cell and introduce human DNA into it instead of its own DNA. And the specific spots where it inserted the human DNA happened to be like one of the cancer-causing genes that if you break them is likely to cause cancer, right? So it is a cancer. It is not like you couldn't use to regrow a limb because it would just be a cancerous growth. So yeah, it's just like chaotic growth. But in this case, it just happens to insert the little bit of DNA that causes the formation of hands in the womb, you know, during the fetal development, if that makes sense. Which is why I'm going for like small fingers and children's fingers and like toes and stuff like that. I want them to feel smaller, like they're just being developed, instead of like fully grown human hands, which I don't think would fit very well here. Hey Bean, come over. Where's the hair tie? Did you pick it up? Oh dude, you lost it. Here. Bring it to me. Here. Go get it. Go grab it for me. I don't know if he wants to. I'm just pointing into where the hair tie is. People are gonna go crazy with sadness when you post this. Yeah, it's when you hurt puppies in a movie. I'm giving puppies cancer. This is possibly the most evil thing I might have ever done. Hijacks the Hox gene. Yeah, I think it's a Hox gene that would cause this. One of the Hox genes. Actually already did a thing with Hox genes. Now, you just reminded me. Was a few years ago. I think 2022? 2021. Let me find it real quick. Confirm when this was. Yeah, November 21. This is the post was about Hawk's gene manipulation and how if you manipulate this specific gene, it's the same one that it's the one that creates hands, but it's also the one that creates bat wings. So if you manipulate it in the right way, you can have a bat child. It's kind of a reference to Weekly World News, and also just like I just wanted to make a cute edit with some body horror in it. Does the dog die website will be updated with this artwork? No, the dog will be fine. You can probably remove this. It won't be. I don't think this would be a cancer that would be super likely to spread to the rest of the body because it's like foreign genes, a lot of it. So it would probably be easier to catch by the immune system. So it would not be really good at spreading through the blood, at least at first, you know. As with all cancers, eventually, if it mutates enough, it can find ways of getting rid of the immune system or like becoming, getting basically like a privileged access to the immune system where it doesn't get targeted by it. New stream title, Giving Puppies Cancer with Valdevia. I was actually thinking of naming it that, but it sounded too much. But I thought about it. You're not too far off. Evil, evil. Okay, so this edit is half done. We have this version of it, which I think is the one ended up using for like the stream thumbnail and stuff. It's just like a quick edit of it, but it's definitely unfinished. We were at this spot here, and Bean, you're singing? What's up, dude? Come over. He wants attention. He's been sleeping for hours, so right now I just made him active with all this talking. I think. Don't get him thinking about Prions. I've never done anything with Prions. That'll be fun though. I should do an evil Prion. All Prions are kind of evil already. But like a body horror Prion. I will think about this. I'll note this down somewhere here. And see where that idea might develop. Body horror Prion. We'll see where that takes us. You just had to bring up Prions. So normal Prion, yeah, or Prions are like one of the weirdest and scariest things in nature to me. They should invent good Prions. Yeah, they're so scary. Just this like protein that can fold other proteins into itself is such a... It feels like a made-up concept to me. Anyway, well, let's review what we got. So our original picture is this. So I wanted to remove this hand to have space for the tumor. So I removed that and increased the edge up to the right here. I just noticed there's a bit of a weird edge here. Then we have this. Okay, so here's the deal with this picture. It was a long picture and we needed a wide picture. So this was the picture that we used. So we had a lot of the dog's neck, but we actually just wanted a close up of the face. So in order to increase it there, I just essentially used some textures from the neck here, extended it to the right, and sort of made up a false edge here. And as for the ear, I think that comes from a different dog, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I don't have the original anymore because I simplified this layer, but it comes from a different dog. So essentially we got the background set up, we removed the hand, we filled up all the textures, we filled up all the background. Happy cow disease. Sane cow disease. It just gets into your cow and makes it smarter. Hey, come over. I'll just leave him be there. At least he's not singing. Okay, this was the original sketch. As you guys know, I'm great at sketching. This was another one. We ended up going for something like this. So in this group is the tumor itself. And we use a bunch of meat textures. This is just canned meats that we use as a base to create this sort of gross tissue texture. Use that as a base and then just a bunch of fingies. Bunch of different pictures of fingers. These are generally just kid hands. These are toes. These ones that pop up like forward, I don't really love them. They're kind of blurry and I don't think they work very well. It's this hand here. It's either that or like the hand itself might be fine actually. I think it might just be the textures I added on top that don't really go well with the less focused bit. Would these fake fingies have bones? Of course they would. Completely squishy. They would be squishier than normal fingers. But yeah, they would definitely have bones and articulations, rough ones at that, but they would have some. Okay, we have some other fingers. I like this little bunch here. That's actually pretty nice. I don't know if I ended up using that. I don't think I did. And then we added some texture on top. So yeah, we're essentially here to fix a lot of the problems I'm seeing here. And hopefully end up with something we're happy with. I think the color here is kind of a misstep, to be honest. I feel a little weird that it has fingernails. I mean, they would have fingernails. I don't think that's too far out. Hey, username more like boring, venomous. Thank you guys for the follows. The sane cow disease. If there was a prion disease that made you smarter, people might deliberately infect themselves with it. Like some people will eat tapeworms as a diet pill. They would definitely do that, yeah. Essentially the plot of Planet of the Apes. That's true. If you pop one of the fingers like a zit, would it hurt the dog? Yes. Yeah, they would definitely. They have blood and nervous tissue. Probably not as much as the rest of the body because it's just like a fast growth, and nervous tissue doesn't grow that fast. So probably that bit would probably like lag behind. I feel like that'll be my guess. Obviously, everything we're talking about, just speculation. Okay, what's going on with this? There's a texture that's on top of this. It's sort of bothering me. Do not. Oh, it might be colored now. Oh, it's this texture. There we go. Okay, that's all the meats. Huh. Should we go with less meats? Less meat, more fingers? I don't know. like it here, like this. It's little empty bits. But then again, we have this texture here coming up. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, that one. The planet of the bovine. Smart prions are called books. But like imagine instead of reading a book, you just like eat a weird protein and it fucks up your brain, but in a way that makes you smarter. Yeah, we definitely haven't blended in the edges with the fur. Don't worry about that. Hey Nova, how you doing? You can never have enough fingers. Fingers are always useful. Like this dog can now walk itself. It's all positives. Okay, what about this texture here? Or this little bit here? I like this little bundle of fingers because it feels like I don't know how to make sense of it. So it really feels like random fingers squished together. So I feel like that's the vibe, right? So let me try and grab this, and there's this bit here that we need to fill in. Do they twitch? Oh, they definitely twitch. Okay, let's put this here on top, I guess. Wait, there's like a bunch of adjustment layers. Let's skip those. Oh, this could be a nice like center here of the tumor. Or we could move this hand up to sort of accommodate. Or even just remove it. I'm not like married to this one. The fingers here, the ones that point towards us, are a little bit blurry. That was, I guess, one of the things that was bothering me when I was first making this. Can the fingers grasp things? Maybe randomly, if you put something in there, it'll definitely be grasped by some twitching fingers. Handfuls of doggy kibble. Finally, the dog can treat itself. Oh yeah, they would definitely have a grasp reflex. I love that. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I like this one. Right, yeah. I wonder what would happen to the immune system with this. Because if they, I guess it would depend on the genes that were transmitted. In this case, if it's only the genes that dictate the shape that fingers should grow in, tissues that go inside, it wouldn't, like the tissues themselves, the fingers and stuff, would still be made of dog tissue, not of human tissue, right? So to the immune system, it wouldn't feel like there's an external threat. It would still be the dog's genes. There would obviously be like other giveaways for cancer, but those, you know, cancer can dodge those eventually. But yeah, I guess specifically with these Hox genes, that just dictates where things go, where different tissues should migrate and stuff. This specific tumor would probably have an easier time getting past the immune system than if you just, I don't know, put in genes for like human brain tissue or something like that, where it has like different antigens. Hand dog. With the fingernails be the same color as the dog nails? Yeah. Well, they're the same thing. The difference in color between our fingernails and dogs' fingernails, because they're not tinted, right? They're just keratin. It's just like how thick the keratin is. So it would look like human fingernails. If you take the tissue in a dog fingernail and you spread it out in a human fingernail way, it would look the same. I bet. I'm not an expert on this. You should commission an artist to make a Weevil VTuber model. God, if only VTuber models weren't so expensive, it would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, those cost thousands of bucks. You know, because I got a couple of friends that got one. It is definitely a capital A expense that I don't know if I would use that much. But it would be fun, goddammit. Maybe someday. If I'm ever stinking rich. So subscribe. Subscribe to my Twitch channel. And maybe someday a Weevil VTuber will appear out of nowhere. Okay, just clone stamping a few shadows here to fill in this bit where the other finger was. There we go. There it is. Oh yeah, I need to check my PC's temperatures. Might have messed something up with the thermal paste or something. The CPU temperatures are definitely higher than they used to. Like it's at 70 right now. Just got here. What on earth are you going to do to that dog? Sunskitty said, "We're giving it cancer." Yes, we're giving this dog cancer. And ants. Black nails in animals is due to melanin pigmentation like hair. Yes, do all dogs have black nails? I'm wondering now. Huh. Yeah, I guess dogs tend to have black nails. That's true. I was thinking about a cat's nails, which are like white. Hello, Mectal. Back from Rainbow Dog Walk. Oh no, don't show Rainbow Dog, the veterinary horror we're making today. Some will have lighter ones. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Oh, question for y'all that have Google open right now. Do Huskies, or just have experience with dog breeds, do Huskies have black nails or white nails? I don't think I'm gonna go as far as painting the nails, because I think that would like detract from the vibe of this, but I want to know. I don't know if technically this bad boy's nails should be black. Huh. We have Moonlit says black nails. RGB says white nails. Interesting. I guess a mix, yeah. It varies. Okay. Then we can safely say, hey, we don't have to change the nail color. Okay, I like this for the center of the tumor. I think it looks pretty cool. That said, we have this hand here. And I wonder if we should move it somewhere. Because I like, what I like about this hand is that the fingers are kind of pointing upwards towards us. And And that's like a different perspective for most of these. But I don't know. Let me push this up above. Like right below this bundle of fingers. Still don't know what to do with this layer, but might get rid of it eventually. We're essentially turning this into sort of rose of sorts. Is this giving anybody else rose vibes? Oh wait, I should do this up here. There we go. Maybe like a chrysanthemum or spider lily. I don't know any flower names, so I'll trust you on that. They open up and there's an eye in the middle. I actually thought about putting an eye in the middle. That would not be realistic from the like more like scientific side of things. It would look goddamn cool. So it's one of those cases of going for the cool thing or going for the realistic thing. I don't know. If I can't make all this bundle of fingers work, I might go for the eye. That's what I'm thinking. Like, this is getting to be a pretty complex thing. Could this make a dog grow a human tongue on its head? Sure. Let's go with that, yeah. You moving, Cryptid? Here are the flowers. Like, let me see the flowers. Ooh, that is kind of chrysanthemum-like. That's true. And this is the... What was it? The something lily? The spider lily, you said? Yeah, I dig these. These are cool flowers. Like, I barely know flower names in Spanish, so English is even worse. Okay, and then there's this one, which I really like this one. Just don't know where I would put it. Could be down here. Oh crap, it's messing with everything. Might have to reorder a bunch of these hands, to be honest. But I like the flower vibe. I think that's what we should aim for. And I think this hand works really well here. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be some tweaking needed. Going for like low saturation for all these, just so we can get like more or less the same tone on each hand. Because it's pretty hard to get them all looking the same, just because of different skin tones, different lightings, most of all. You're not moving out. Red is... Oh, red is going between reds and your parents' place. Nice. All hands on deck. Unnamed deck. friend gardens and you don't know what he's talking about half the time. I'm the same with my parents. They have a bunch of plants and I never know what the hell they're talking about, but I'm happy for them. So check this out from last stream. If you didn't see, we got a new huge bottle. We're gonna fill this with stickers eventually. For now it's clean, but it already has googly eyes. And it's really funny because every time you want to drink water, you gotta unscrew it, and it just makes the googly eyes go all over. Whoa, that was a big link. What is that? Devil's Handflower. That's a really cool flower. Goddamn. That looks evil. Let's see this. Mexican hand tree. Oh, that's the same one. Yeah. Or a similar one, at least. Looks like the same one, yeah. Okay. This one still looks a little bit out of place. I think it needs some levels, maybe? There we go. And I think maybe we soften the edges around here. Bean, what's up? Are you singing? Come over. Come on over. Hey. Where's your hair tie, dude? I don't know if he wants attention. Or what? Come over. Hey. Yes. There he comes. Yeah. Over. Come on. Go say hi to chat. Come on up. Yeah. Look. Let's make him jump. Bean. Very good. Hold on. Bean. Attack. He loves his hair tie. Goes wild for it. Look at it. Careful, you're gonna break it, dude. Whoa! What's that Photoshop? Look at his face. Go, dude. You can get it. You're winning this tug of war. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, he's making all sorts of noises. What's up? You wanna come up? Come on up. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Okay. Come on. Help you up. Oh, no? Okay. He just wants attention. And apparently you throw this on the ground. What's up, dude? He's truly a creature. Okay, Bean, did you break anything in Photoshop? Don't look at me like that. No, it doesn't look like you broke anything. He'll jump so eagerly to this that he'll sometimes, ouch, like right now. He scratched to me. Not too hard, but he kind of just dug his nail into me. Gotta be careful, Bean. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Or I gotta cut your nails. They're getting very long. Now, where the hell is your hair tie, dude? Where the hell is your hair tie? Did it fall down? Is it on the chair? Well, you definitely lost it. It can't be too far. Oh. I got it. You rascal. Here, if you want to get it, it's on my head, Bean. Good luck. I think he lost it. Oh. I'm kind of afraid that he'll claw my face. Okay, that was fine. You got it, dude. Hell yeah. Vin is a hit with Red and Mom Cryptid. They both say hi. Hi to both. And Bean, he would say hi, but he's too preoccupied just biting the hell out of his hair tie. It's actually not his original hair tie. The original is much thicker, which I preferred, because it was easier for him to grab. But, oh, just when I set up the camera, he decides to leave. How rude. Yeah, the original hair tie was much thicker, and he had an easier time grabbing it, but I lost it during the move. I don't know where it is. It should be somewhere, but kind of things happen. Yeah, I got a replacement one, I guess. Oh, he's he picked it up and he went down with it, and he's now just doing bunny kicks on the ground. Okay, what about this hand? It's this one? It's not a hand, it's just two fingers, but doesn't really fit anywhere. Maybe up top here? Huh. Okay, let me do a thing. I'm gonna... What's that bean? I'm gonna make that into smart objects. I'm gonna bring it all the way up here. This one is really noisy, which I don't love. But we're gonna add our noise at the end, so hopefully it'll be alright. Oh, hi Bean. What's up? Did you lose your hair tie again? Are you looking for it? It's on the ground. You literally just brought it down with you, dude. Or do you just want attention? You'll always get that. Wanna come up? Let's go, dude. Yeah, go on. Go. I can help you up. There you go. A good boy. Chat, we have an important question. Did we give Bean a treats? Do you guys want to hear the crunch? Or are you not ready for it yet? Yes, yes. Okay, I think chat wants to give you a treat, Bean. Okay, hold on. Let's set up here. I think it's Alt C. Yeah, that gets rid of all the noise filters, so you might hear the ventilation on the room and stuff. But you'll also hear Bean's crunch really clearly, I hope. Bean, are you ready? Ooh, yeah, he's ready. He's grabbing onto my shirt right now. Are you ready? Okay, let's... Shh. Yeah, patience. Be patient. Let's get the mic up close. Yeah? Okay. That was not so crunchy, dude. You kind of just swallowed it whole. Okay, let's give you another one. let's give you another one and hope for a better crunch this time. How about that? So you're getting a double today, Bean. This one is extra crunchy. Are you ready, Bean? Are you ready, chats? Oh, he's purring so hard right now. Bean is ready. He wants it now. Okay, let's get it. Good crunch on that one, dude. Ooh, don't let it fall. Here. Let some crumbs fall. Ooh, he was excited about that one. Oh, give me a little kiss. Oh, I guess it's shower time. Okay. Okay, go down. Whoa. Big jump. Okay. Let's reset the mic and stuff. He kissed my face. That was so cute. We love Bean. Bean loves you too. You give him so many treats for literally no reason. I bet that's why he's so excited every time I stream. He's like, oh, it's free treat time. I don't even have to work for these. I just get one because I'm cute. Oh, thanks for the save reminder. Alright, Bean, you're kind of on my tablet now. He's right here. Oh, hold on. I can literally show you. He's right here. And you see this? That's Bean's ass. That's my tablets. That is where he sits when he wants my attention. Yeah, chats. Look at them. Okay, hold on. Have best angle. That should do it. There we go. What's up, Bean? You gotta move a little bit. Is that cool with you? Or can I just get this round of you? Let's see. No, he just moves right along with it. There. You can say it right here. You good? Are you good? Yeah, you can stay there. Kiss for Bean, always. That's how I get my nose full of bean hairs. End up coughing the whole stream. Oh, I think Bean might want to do arts. Bean is becoming a real artist. He literally did some art on this the first time we did this piece. But I think he might want to do another. So let's set it up for him. Let's give him a nice inky. Yeah, inky brush for him. Okay, Bean. Hold on. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. This. Whoa, that was my mouse. Yeah, you just threw that on the floor, dude. Where is it? Dude. Is it okay? Yeah, my mouse is fine. Thank God. It's not a cheap mouse either. He drew a heart. He did. That's kind of a heart. Okay, Bean. I just grabbed this on the tablets. That's how Bean does art. And I let him do the strokes. So I just make sure that it's touching the tablet at all times. That's the help I give him. Because he has no thumbs, so he needs a little help. Oh, did you lose your inspiration? Are you giving me slow blinkies right now? Me too. I think it might have lost its inspiration after letting the mouse fall on the floor. Nick, you wanna? He's looking at it. He's puzzled. Oh, there it goes. Hold on, Bean. Let's get you here. Okay. Splinter, welcome. Are you inspired, Bean? How you feeling? Oh, thank you for the follow, Splinter. Come on, dude. Oh, his inspiration is waning. You're fine. It's okay. Everyone has art block. It's a natural part of being an artist. You're not gonna feel inspired every day, dude. Sometimes you're just gonna let the canvas be blank, dude. It's fine. Alright. I'm gonna keep doing mine, okay? Are you cool with that? I think he might be cool with that. He's taking his time to think and to consider his inspirations. That's cool. We'll leave this, and if we see he wants to do more arts, we'll pick it back up. Oh, yeah. I think that's enough for him for the moment, which is fine. Me. No cable biting. Don't go straight from art to crime, dude. That is not a way to get through art block. Biting cables. Here. There you go. I'm using this toy to distract them from cables. There you go. Yeah, boy. Okay. I'll do my trick where I put this toy on my pockets. So as I move around, the toy will move, and that'll hypnotize me in. Okay. Where were we? Yes. This hand flower thingy. We definitely need a splash of color. It feels a bit dull right now. I think that's what's bothering me. Oh, there goes Bean. Also, this finger's kind of going nowhere. Which one is it? Is it this? No. This is the one, okay. Did I get blurry? Did the camera go weird? It's on autofocus, so sometimes it might freak out. Whoa, that was a good scream, Bean. What's up, dude? Alright. No, he's right there. Here, grab this for me. There you go. Never watched Photoshop art be made before, so this will be fascinating. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely a difference. It shares some stuff with a bunch of different art mediums. You gotta paint lights and shadows. You gotta understand photography, but its own beasts that I love very much. Okay, I think we got a good shape going. I think this is better than what we had in the first pass. So I'm glad I kind of let this edit breathe for some time and kind of took another stab at it. But what I don't love is the lighting on these fingers. What I'm noticing now. It's kind of backwards. The lighting should be coming from above. Whoa! Big screen! What's up, Bean? I don't know. He's playing with his hair tie. I think he just got really excited. Okay, yeah, these might need to be flipped. Which is how they were originally, so it made sense. I just kind of forgot why I had done it. It also works this way though, so I'm not too bothered by that. I'm gonna bring this little chunk back. Whoa, don't freak out, Photoshop, please. As is tradition, when Photoshop freaks out, I save. Okay, there's the toes here, which I think have gone a little bit weird. We'll kind of leave them on the side here. What the heck are you doing? Okay. He's just sort of looking at me every time I look behind the table. He's just sitting and looking at me, but then he makes weird noises, so... He's playing with something and then pretending he's not whenever I look at him. It is a soft light layer. Okay. So we're gonna try to draw on some of our own shadows. And try to draw out the shape of this a bit better. While Bean sings. I don't know if the mic picks that up, but Bean is singing right now. Hey, dude. Still playing there? Looking at me the same. Yeah, to be honest, I think it's cool to sort of showcase this medium to people. I don't think a lot of people are familiar with this, like, complex compositing vibe that I do. Like, there's a lot of people that do it, but not that many in, like, the horror genre. Like, artists that usually work with photo manipulation, they don't usually tend to go for realism. They usually go for more like surreal vibes, or you know, this is used a lot in marketing, really. If I'm ever out of work and I need money, I'll probably try to find work in marketing. They use a lot of Photoshop there. It's a weird process to watch when I'm stressed in it. Always trust the process. Also, this is probably just me and how I work as an artist. That I am chaotic. I don't do things in order. I'll just jump from thing to thing as my, you know. I'll suddenly notice a wrong shadow somewhere. I'll go and fix that and then do shadows for a bit. And then suddenly jump to another thing and so on and so forth. Until I'm happy with the full thing. Like, there's definitely a better way of doing it, like a more orderly way of doing it. But at some point when you've done it for enough years, you can just jump around through the process. You don't have to do it always in the same order, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot about these fingies. God dang. See, that's how I'm messy.
Quick, someone reveal Sienka channel points and make by close without saving.
No, you said it. I'm gonna save now. So nobody try something silly. Okay, let's try and reduce noise here. That is not reducing noise. Yeah, I guess it's doing a little bit of noise reduction, but nothing huge. But yeah, actually, these fingers help a lot, because this is the part that was giving me the most trouble. I couldn't really figure out. So these fingers cover exactly that bit. Good thing I remember them. I might have forgotten about these fingers. I am forgetful sometimes. Oh yeah, there's also some shadows I added here. I'm gonna remove. Bean! He's looking at the door. I think he might want to go pee or something. I'm gonna let the bean out and go get him back in like 5 minutes. Okay. Yep. I'll check where he is in 5 minutes. Okay, back to it. I feel like my lighting is a little bit weird today, but I think it's because this edit is just really, really bright. Like if I'm against a gray background like this, lighting on my face looks alright, but I got such a big screen in front of me that when I have this up close, I look like a ghost. That's fine, I'm too lazy to change it. I don't think there's a good way of setting up lighting for like every single possible screen color and brightness. So at some point I just gotta give up. Okay, that looks good. These two fingers are just kind of coming from the same roots. That's fine. I feel like it would be messy like that. There would be fingers coming from fingers. It would be a little bit fractal-y. You guys know I love fractals. Can't resist. Can't resist their allure. Okay, we gotta add some shadows below them. I think now that the fingers are more or less set in place, there are some spots where we definitely need to go and add manual shadows to start getting this to look like one and the same picture. So let's kind of go in between these layers of fingers and set up manual shadows. For example, okay, we got this hand here. Right below it, where they sort of contact, I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow. Not a ton, but enough to make them feel separate. Especially because these fingers, like these ones pointing towards us, they're technically the ones closest to the foreground. And so they are a little bit blurry. Which, to be honest, we should kind of go with this. And instead of trying to fix these fingers being sort of blurry, since it's already sort of a narrow focus picture, as you can see, like, this bit here, for example, is a bit out of focus. I think we could do something similar, where the fingers that are closer to us are a little bit more out of focus. So for example, this bit here, this little bundle of fingers can be a bit out of focus. These two fingers can be a little bit out of focus. Just sort of hopefully helping make everything fit together. Okay, what about this hue saturation? This increases the whole saturation of the fingers. I think it's because I decreased it a lot for each finger. So like on this final step, I just increased it again. I think that's what I did last time. Again, I'm just trying to remember what the heck I did that time. I am messy, so I'm kind of wading through my past filth. Sounds awful.
32 fingers for 32 months.
Thank you so much, Kurt. 32 months, that's wild. I really appreciate it. Actually, we should count these fingers. Some might be a little fuzzy, but it's like, do we count this as a finger? But let's try a quick count. I'm counting 29, but I might be off. If you guys got good finger guesses, let me know. Hey Mooly, love opening streams and getting jump scared by man-made horrors. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're being really evil on this one, to be fair. Got about 30, so it's in the range of 32. Close enough. Close enough. I'll take that. These fingers are kind of whack. But I guess they're meant to be, so... Just gonna have the edge be a little bit cleaner. I think these ones are toes. Yeah. Thank you so much, Molly. The vibes are so chill for a body horror stream. I like to keep the vibes chill. It's like, I could try and be creepy and have like creepy vibes throughout the stream, but I don't think I could keep that up. And I think that would get old really fast for everybody. So, I might as well just chill, you know? I like that. Thank you for the follow, Molly. Horror artist who knows how to be goofy with it. Oh, you should see yesterday's. You should see yesterday's edit. Also, this is starting to look good. I'm liking this so far. It's starting to take shape. You know, it's a volume. Yeah, hold on. Let me show you. Horrible crime we made yesterday. So for those that don't know, I've been doing this sort of silly inside joke for about 2 years now, where every time we reach a follower milestone on Twitter, I will release an edit of a cryptid with a huge ass and just cake up those cryptids. And we recently reached 200,000, and it decided that would be the final one for this series of cryptid asses, and obviously it has to be Bigfoot, the big boy of cryptids. So this is what we made yesterday. A Bigfoot photo with a huge dump truck, and of course, the Bigfoot is known for its tracks. So obviously we had to make a butt print. I forgot to post this today. I guess I haven't been in a rhythm of posting a lot of new things. So yeah, today I was also busy. Yeah, my girlfriend got grants for research, which is really cool. So there was like a little act where they gave out all the grant winners got a little diploma, and there was a little act. So I had to go there, support. But yeah, huge congrats to her. She's doing great. But yeah, I forgot to post this. All this to say. So I'll probably post it tomorrow. Hope I don't forget. I'm a Loch Ness monster truther. Hell yeah. Oh yes, let me explain. Mooly. Saskitty explains it well, but yeah, this is a tumor, a virus that infects people, and as they do, they sometimes randomly steal little bits of their DNA and included it into their own. And then they will go on to their next host. And sometimes by accident, they release a little bit of the previous host's DNA into the new host's DNA. And this can sometimes lead to a tumor. And if everything, in a perfect storm of these circumstances, what happens is you get a tumor in a species with genes from a different species. So in this case, it got the genes that control how fingers grow, but it kind of scrambled and it put it in a dog's mouth. And now it created a tumor where the dog's mouth is growing fingers. Bigfoot Big Naturals, how did that tag go? I didn't really check. I wasn't seriously expecting it to blow up, but I will one day post about Bigfoot Big Naturals. Hope that it picks up. Oh yeah, let me go get Bean for a second. I think he might be outside. Bean is here. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Oh, here she is, the boy. Imagine being a dog owner and seeing that dog is growing fingers. Yeah, and then it's your fault too. Because you infected that dog with your DNA. Oh, Bean, you're growing so many hairs. Or shedding. I guess you're always growing hairs. That's normal. Shedding so much, dude. Here's the boy. Look at him. I will never infect you with fake body horror infections. Okay, Bean? We'll never do this. You're safe. You're safe. You will never grow fingers out of your face. When Val comes back, you should have him tell y'all about how he has fooled doctors with some of his edits. Oh my god, yeah. So this was specifically, this was an old edit from 21, I think. And, oh, bye Bean. Okay, let me find it for you. The context. So this was actually one of the first medical horror things I ever did. Which is cool. I already came in swinging, I guess. What is this? I remember. Here it is. Okay. So, this was a fake disease called calcium hyperproficiency, and it is, a thing where, your calcium levels get messed up, and suddenly your body starts producing teeth where they shouldn't. And, it's just teeth growing from bones. And I posted this to Twitter. It did quite well there, went quite viral. And I was checking the replies a day or two later, and I see someone with a profile pic with a white coat tagging another person and saying something along the lines of, "Ha ha ha! This is what you sent to the group chats. It was fake. Oh, we got fooled," something like that. And the other person replies, "Oh, we're so stupid." And I checked their accounts, and they're both doctors. So the assumption is that I didn't ask them, by the way. I didn't want to bother them. They had their own little conversation, obviously, but these guys were not only doctors, mind you, they were rheumatologists. They were literally if this disease existed, they would be the ones to treat it. So I fooled the experts. which was really funny. So apparently, like, this got shared around to a rheumatologist that didn't have context for it, or a screenshot got shared or something, and they posted it to a group chat with other rheumatologists, and they probably talked about it, and eventually sussed out that it was fake. It went as far as going into a doctor group chat, which is really funny. You don't know what bean is capable of growing. I guess, yeah, it's not promised too early. We'll never know. It's simply too good to get infected. But yeah, it was really funny. And hopefully it doesn't happen again too much. It might. I try to be... Okay, so with medical horror, there's always a balance. You want to go for body horror, you want to go for something that feels realistic, but that isn't realistic. You want to go for something that maybe is based on some reality, so it's not like completely unbelievable, but it is far enough from like real diseases that people can't see it and think that I'm making, you know, turning actual diseases that people are actually suffering from into horror stories, which is all too common on the internet. You see a lot of, and that kind of icks me. I hate that. I don't know, people talking about teratomas, which are usually fine. It's a benign tumor, right? But it's still scary for anyone to get any kind of tumor that they have to get removed. Or fibrodysplasia ossificans. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. I probably butchered that. But it is a disease that turns your connective tissues into, it calcifies them. It basically, like, in layman's terms, it turns your connective tissue slowly into bone, and it paralyzes you slowly over years. And it is a really disabling and horrible disease, right? And people share it around like it's a horror story, like, oh, there's an actual thing you can get, right? And if you share that around online, like, there's people with that disease, like, eventually one of them is gonna see it. It's not even a matter of if it's gonna happen, it's a matter of when. I've literally had people with fibrodysplasia who have talked to me about this, like, being a really triggering thing. So it is, you know, you gotta be careful with that sort of stuff. Right? Which, you know, when people talk about like really rare diseases, feels like there's a, you know, there's an assumption that you're not gonna offend anyone with that disease because it's really rare. Like, what are the chances? But it's the internet, so those things, they happen. Especially if those posts go viral, you know? So yeah, I guess this is sort of a reminder to not engage with that sort of stuff, or call it out if you see it, because it can make people realize that sort of stuff. Why can't I make this little corner black? What's going on? Was it this? Oh, it was. Okay. The human statue stuff. It's sometimes called that, yeah. So yeah, it's sort of a balance where you have to know enough about real diseases to not like fall into actual stuff and to, you know, manage to kind of thread that pretty hard needle between realism and horror. But yeah, if studying medicine for 7 years gave me anything, it's hopefully that. The power to know that. But it's still hard. I might still mess up. I don't know every disease. I might sometimes might I might think, oh, I thought about this really cool fake disease, and it turns out it's really close to an actual thing that I didn't know about. That could someday happen. I don't know. If it does, and I see, someone who might be affected by that, thinking of making light of that, I would straight up just delete that post. I would, or at least edit it in some way that it can feel as different as possible. That makes sense. It would be a case by case, but yeah. Try and take that seriously. Valversona, exactly. Is this the first time I streamed this? I tricked everybody into thinking I was going to make a fursona. It was very clickbaity, but this is technically a furry. It is an anthropomorphic animal, because it's anthropomorphic just means human shape, right? It has human features on an animal. I literally anthropomorphized an animal by transplanting human DNA into it. So this is technically a furry. Hopefully furries in the chat can back me up. Is it the stream failing for you? I hope not. Is the stream failing for anybody else? Because yesterday it got weird for a bit. It looks fine on my end, but maybe it'll take a second to show up on the diagnostic thing. The mice that scientists grew human ears on their backs. This was actually one of the inspirations for this. That story is kind of clickbait, I recently learned. The actual ear shape was made by the scientists, and that study was pretty criticized. But but it was still an inspiration for this. Can't lie. Stream's fine on your end? Okay, you. So, okay, I guess it might be detective. Might just be your phone. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're back. That stream is fine. Where the fuck did Val get a fursona? That's it. You're looking at it. This is my fursona. The fursona is technically the virus. Nobody said that a fursona couldn't be a virus. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. It's not even one of the cool viruses. You've probably seen these. Whenever, like, media represents viruses, they always choose these ones. The ones that look like a little shape like this, and I'm not gonna draw this well, but you're gonna get what I mean in a sec. It is that's awful perspective. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the perspective. It is the ones that look like this and then have like little spider legs, because those are cool as heck. And media lied to you. If you've ever thought about getting a virus and you thought you were getting one of these, you were lied to. I hate this. We're absolutely fooled, because that is not what viruses look like in humans. These are phages. That's what their actual name. I think this ends in a point. I don't know. There's many different shapes. But the classic ones, they look something like this. And I don't know how many legs they got. They might have 4, actually. And they have a little drill. So what these do, they will go to the surface of a bacteria. Keep that in mind, bacteria. they will attach with these little legs, they will attach to the bacteria's wall, and then they will flex those legs, attach this, which will perforate the bacterial wall, and in here is all the DNA, and it will literally inject the DNA down into the bacteria through the wall. They're essentially like mini drills. They're fascinating. They're super cool things. These don't affect anything other than bacteria. These are specific machines made to perforate the hard bacterial wall. They're nuts for humans. Human viruses, they usually look like you've seen the COVID. You've seen the COVID visualizations. There were many. They tend to look something like this, with big spikes. These are essentially like the proteins that they use to detect the hosts or the host cells, right? They will usually attach to one very specific receptor on the host cell. So that's the spike proteins. That's usually what a virus would look like. Wait, it should be angry, right? It's usually what a virus would look like, but they're not usually that small and round. Like, a lot of them are just bulby and don't really have a shape and have their little spikes all around. And the actual wall is made of your own cells. Like, they literally wear their host's skin in order to fool the immune system. That's something close to what we'd have for this sort of retrovirus. They're usually pretty complicated viruses. They need like very specific machinery to be able to insert their DNA into the host's DNA. And they usually have DNA themselves, although they all can also have RNA. It's a whole complicated mess. But I'm not going to go into it too much. It's interesting to me, but probably not to y'all. In any case, viruses, they usually need a lot of machinery to make their shtick work. Their shtick is, injecting DNA into the genome of cells. And yeah, they usually look blobby and very boring. So this is a very boring persona. I just wanted to clear this up in case any of y'all were imagining the cool viruses. We don't get those. What if you're actually a bacteria? Then maybe you get those viruses. Only you. Are these the ones that people debate being alive or not? That's general for all viruses. So viruses, the debate as to which whether they're alive or not is based on the checklist for life is something that can one of the parts of the checklist essentially is it can reproduce, right? But it needs to be able to reproduce on its own. So if it literally cannot function without an external host, like the host does the reproduction. That's the thing. It's not like a parasite that needs to be inside the host's body as a place to reproduce. A virus literally does not have the tech to be able to create more of itself. It steals that from other cells. It's literally what it does. So, that's an argument for viruses not actually being alive. They're not able to live by themselves. They literally need other things to survive. No, it's viruses in general, not specifically phages. Phages are cool, though. They have been used before antibiotics were a thing. It was actually investigated to whether... and it was attempted for a bit. I don't think the technology was there yet, so yeah, I don't think it ever got super far, but they tried to use phages to cure bacterial infections. It was one of the first sort of attempts at antibiotics, but it was really cool because you're literally using a virus against the bacteria. You literally like make them fight, and they literally cannot affect those. So it would be like pretty safe to inject a phage. that never got too far. I bet that it has some future. Eventually, people will learn how to harness viruses better to treat very like complicated antibiotic resistance bacteria and maybe more widely eventually. Trying to figure out the lighting for something as complicated as this is weird. So I'm trying to think of what tone to go for this skin. The natural tone that we have is this, but it's sort of pink. And even comparing it to the actual human hand on here, it feels off. So I think that's why I made it a little more yellow on the last stream. This layer is from last stream, so I'm just trying to like reproduce my thinking from then. Yeah, viruses are such a weird, fascinating part of the tree of life. They're honestly strange. I love them. And you know what I love about them is that through just like looking at viruses and learning about them, you figure out a lot about how like the internal machinery of cells work. It's like, you know, when you watch a heist movie and through that you learn about how banks are actually protected, because you're never gonna learn that through like real life. There's no incentive to learn that. But you know, you watch a heist movie and you watch them get through all the security checks that a bank might have. And obviously it's fictional, but this is like a real version of that. You're learning about these weird little particles that have hijacked life in such a specific way. And you learn about all the ways that our bodies, through millions of years of coevolution with them, have learned how to try to keep them at bay. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not. There's a very petal cat outside Red's apartment. Well, you should grab it and steal it. That's what I did. Would it be too much to give it vitiligo? Like how dot skin color matches their fur color pattern. Get some variation with hard lines. I think that might be too much. That might, you know, make it a bit more confusing. Sending pics on staff break room. I want to see. Oh wait, RGB sent their dog's paws. Wow, look at these little hands. Oh, for some reason, why did Photoshop pop off? There we go. Oh yeah, I think I shook the window around, and that made all the windows disappear. Hold on. OBS. Music. Browser. Radar, thank you for the follow. That is a very petable cat. Look at this thing. We got a bot. Cheap viewers? No way. I'm always looking for cheap viewers. I banned them. So I understand why viruses aren't considered alive. I think the science is wrong and we should consider viruses living things. It's literally a question of where you put the line. It's just words. Alive, dead. It doesn't have any meaning. We give it meaning, right? We set the lines of what's alive, what's dead. But like, where do you set the line for something being alive in the very, very first like early days of life, in this like primordial soup, which is such a funny word. Um, there was just like water and random things dissolved in water, and suddenly there was a protein. Suddenly there was a little bit of RNA, probably, or DNA that formed randomly through just chaos and Brownian motion. And all of a sudden, these things start interacting just randomly. And at some points, like just by pure chance, you get a little string of DNA that can replicate itself. And there you go, the full tree of life. What points in this whole process of life just building itself up through random reactions? At what point do you call it alive? Like, I think looking at these edge cases is it's really interesting in general, and it's really interesting way of interrogating how we created these concepts by just looking at their fuzzy edges, because the edges are always going to be fuzzy, and viruses are one such edge case. Because you say, okay, I'll grant you this, viruses are alive. We can consider them alive. We just put the line in a different place. We say like, okay, yeah, they can reproduce, even if they're not, they can do it on their own. We'll call them alive. But what about prions then? Prions are literally just like a protein that creates more of itself. Is that life? Debatable. Like, maybe from this scientific standard it isn't. But if you consider a virus life, a prion is not so different from a virus. It's just more complicated, obviously, the virus. But a prion is not that different mechanically and as to what they do functionally. So, I don't know. It's interesting, right? I like to interrogate these things. Even if you don't, and you will never come out with a clear answer. But it's a fun question. Already hate love what's happening? Hell yeah. That's what we always aim for. Can't wait until we discover an organic or mineral life and have to reevaluate what we consider alive. Yeah, that'd be great. Finding some aliens would definitely like shake up, especially if they're really different from us. If they don't have, like, they're not carbon based, or if they're, you know, like chemically really different from us. It would probably interrogate what we even consider life. I think that's fascinating. Now in the server, hell yeah. Say hi to people. It's a great community. Thinking of edge cases is such a fun way to think about how we define things. Exactly. I say this is a law student defining things. This is really our whole jam. Exactly. One of y'all studying law should become a copyright lawyer, so I can ask you questions. I wish asking lawyers questions was literally not like hyper expensive, because I would just like to sit down with a copyright lawyer and talk about like the stuff I do. Because I have a grasp on things, but definitely not a lawyer. And I know lawyers of many different kinds, and they all hate to, like, they never want to talk about copyright with me, because it's like a completely separate area of law from what they practice. So they're like, I don't know about this. I'm like, shit. Actual copyright lawyers are extremely expensive. So if any of y'all study law and you specialize in copyright, DM me. The idea of finding life that is so far from anything we can conceive, it shakes everything up. But we can't even conceive it, exactly, because we don't know about it. immigration law, you know nothing about copyright. That is fair. Like for me, what I try to aim for is I always try to stay on the safe side of the law, so I know I could probably get away with a lot more than what I do. I could probably get away with actually using copyrighted images to a pretty reasonable, like pretty big extent, depending on which jurisdiction. Like I'm doing this in Spain, but it's going out worldwide on American companies, like social media companies for the most part. So it's like it's a hodgepodge. It's like you can't even consider a single country's law. So that's why I always gotta try to stay on the safe side. I always use public domain stuff with like clear licenses that I can use. But that's still like someday, hey, when I'm loaded, whenever I'm loaded from like big time commissions or a million Twitch subs, I will actually talk to a professional lawyer about it. But I'm not loaded yet. Or maybe ever. Probably ever. But one can dream. Just read the Book of Bill? Was it like to surprise to see the word of my work in there? Hell yeah. Hope you liked it. Okay, what is this? Finding so many weird things in here. Is this part of the layer? Oh, it is. I guess I didn't cut this all the way through. That's all past me. That also gets a lot thornier. I read hornier at first. I was like, what gets hornier? Copyright law? There's a weird white spots. Where? Is there another one? On the finger? This? That's probably fine. That's part of the actual photo, but I did notice this little corner. Loose pixel. I like the idea of a loose pixel. Loose and aimless. No masters. Is the color alright? It looks like a pretty healthy skin color. I don't know. Little pixel that could. These layers are such a mess. But that's because I've worked on this on 2 separate days, like 1 month apart. So I don't remember the structure of the documents. And I've sort of stepped around it instead of trying to understand it. So now it's a mess. But that's fine. Because as long as the actual image comes out at the end, that's what matters. It might need to be a little harder, I agree with you, Mechtel. me actually hold on. We have a very specific reference. So let me get here. Okay. This is the actual hand. Yeah, it needs to be brighter. I think I went ham on the shadows a bit too much. Which I don't really mind. I can just darken the base image a bit. Okay, let me hide this. Yeah, and I should probably darken it anyway, because this image has like really, really bright whites. Now wait, where's this? Here. This color here under the mouth is too strong. Okay, let's do a color layer. I think that should go here. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit softer, that's better. See, Camps, it was originally pretty pink. Like this, or technically more saturated than this. Something around here, but it felt too different from the other skin colors that we have. Or I mean, I'm looking like even inside the mouth. These colors, they feel a lot more yellowish. So that's why I went with this, which looks a lot closer to this and this. Okay. So we can increase the contrast a little bit. To, where's this? Here. Trying to get it somewhere close to this, which is the base layer. We got some pretty strong whites. We got some pretty soft shadows, to be honest, but I'm okay with going stronger on the shadows. Because it gives them a stronger impression too. It creates an area of contrast that just brings your attention and your focus there. So as long as it's not unrealistic, I don't mind that too much. Okay, let me reduce the saturation here. I'm gonna separate that into a, what is it, vibrance. So this was at plus 50 something. Oh, it feels a bit different than when I do it on saturation. Interesting. Like this compared to this? Yeah. Huh, I just learned this today. So the saturation in this filter and the saturation in this filter are completely different saturations. Weirdly enough. Okay, so let's mess around with this one. So I agree that a fleshier, like pink tone would help make it look like more inflamed. So that is right. Let's go with, let me try out a few different layer modes. Like maybe some overlay with some pink-ish, reddish tones. What would this do? That's not too bad. Could go more red, stronger. But I do like this in the sense that it makes it look, we're kind of going for a flower vibe, right? This goes pretty well with the flower vibe. Obviously not as strong as this overlay. This is unrealistic, but trying to find a specific way to incorporate that. Color, a bit too soft maybe. And maybe a very soft color burn. No, too dark. Color dodge. Color dodge is pretty good. It kind of makes the shadows feel more like inflamed and red, but the lights are really way too bright. Let's adjust. Or let's do it this way. Remove from the bright bits of the underlying layer. Soften that up. There we go. Something that's fairly soft. And red is too... It needs to be a little more pink, maybe? I don't know. Trying out other styles as well before I settle for one. The lighting in the background photo is also relatively cool. It actually is pretty warm. So if we look at, let's say, the shadows in this dog's mouth. Actually brown. Like this is full of browns, even in the bits that should be whites. Like this should be a closer to a white. It's pretty brown, and the actual bright whites are pretty close to whites, but that's because they're like literally like super overexposed. If you go to the midtones and the shadows are actually like super orange. Which we could correct for, actually. Let's see what that would look like. Also... Okay, let's see what correcting for that would look like. Should I do this through maybe curves? Oh, how do you do this? Alts. There we go. Doesn't change it much. Let's go to the RGBs. Put this down and we actually reduce the reds from the shadows, like so, now we get a cooler image in terms of color. So if we actually go to this shadow here, it's starting to be less brownish. I can probably go further here. Add some blue on the shadows. And now that's actually looking like a more, like the shadows are pretty cool now. This would be before and after. Can I try green for like the hand? I think that would be too natural of a color though. Welcome back, Siphon. Yeah, let's keep that for the background. I like this cooler shadows. This was actually something I was sort of struggling to match on the hands themselves. So just like fixing it in the background does a lot already. And we can go for cooler colors for the hand as well. I think we need something to only apply to the shadows, especially down here. They're looking very colorless. So let me see what I can do. Color balance, maybe. We go to the shadows. Whoa, Bean, you woke up. Singing. Hello. Come on over. Come on over. Trying to attract the bean. Come on. No? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hunter instincts activated. Activated his hunter mode. I don't know where your toy is, but you can play with this. There you go. Yeah. There we go. Got him excited. He's on the camera's blind spot right now. But I'm just like distracting him with this. Cryptid's toy. Still his favorites. He's never gotten tired of this one. So I don't know what you put in that, Cryptid. When you were trying the color corrector or whatever. Oh yeah, with the curves there. Yeah, I got what you meant. Yeah, we were actually doing green, because we were... No, we were doing cyan. I lie. When you reduce the reds, it does cyan. Talking about that, actually, we should probably add some cyan to the shadows. I'll figure this out. Just doing it by eye. DL, welcome! Welcome, folks. How are you doing? We're doing some veterinary horror. Is essentially a tumor or a virus that spreads from person to person and or from species to species. And when it does, it carries over a little bit of the genetic material from the previous host and injects it into the new one. And sometimes that can cause a tumor. So in this case, this poor little doggy got some of the human genes that determine how fingers should be created, and is now essentially just sprouting fingers. It's a finger tumor. some of the problem here is with the shadows I drew. Because, oh shit, I don't want to go too strong. Okay. That's the puppy. Yeah, despite the pain, the puppy is being pet. Tumor named Finger. I should have named the stream that. That's very good. So yeah, alternate names for this stream are We're Giving Puppies Cancer and Tumor Named Finger. What's up, Bean? You're very excited today. What did you do today, Val? Oh, I gave dog cancer. Yeah, I was saying before, this is probably one of my most evil moments. But we gotta be a little evil. Sometimes. We do it for horror. Okay, I think we got the lighting a bit better. Now let's try out final colors and filters. Then we'll go back into other edits. We also got assign it. Please don't let me forget this. Okay, let's see. How much should we blur this? That seems about fine. I mean, about you. It's going wild over this toy. It'd be obvious to sign using the dog's whiskers. That's good. We got a few clean lines here, so I think that's a prime spot for a signature. Prime real estate right there. Okay, I might go over sharpens. Because I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's nice, I think. Yeah, this bit here seems perfect for a signature. Just removing this whisker and doing this. Although they would just be a floating whisker. I'm fine with that. It would just be a whisker that just happened to fall on the perfect time. Okay, here's where we can take the... Whoa! Ian, what a song you were singing. He's really excited right now. He's running around all over the room. Yeah, here's when we can really change or mess with the temperature. I think we're gonna go cool. And generally pretty low exposure because the picture as a base, it's just so bright. Like, look at this background. It feels like it's been taken in a white void, which I am okay with, you know. It can happen in real life, but it's so bright that it is like over brightens the dog's fur to a point where it kind of blends in with the background. So that's why I want to go fairly low exposure. And this is also reduce the color and stuff, but we can fix that up in a sec. Yeah, we can make a whisker curl, that's true. Curly whisker. Curl your whiskers. Bean, what you up to? Oh, you found another toy. It's a little tinfoil ball, one of his favorites. It's really funny because you can buy Bean like the fanciest cat toys, stuff that has motors and moves around. He'll pretty much ignore that. He doesn't get lasers. We've tried laser pointers with him. He will look at them for like a second and completely ignore it. He doesn't like laser pointers. He's a strange cat. But give him a ball of tinfoil or a literal string, he goes buck wild. I hate it when I'm petting my dog with a hand tumor and get consumed by the wide void. It's the best of us. Bean, where's that? Oh, we put it in a corner where you can't get to. He did. Still a ball of tinfoil. Dude. Look. I'm gonna throw it. Let's see if he gets it. Yeah. He goes after it. Like a dog. The cat goes nutty for Q-tips and rubber bands. I love that. For Bean, it's hair ties and toothbrushes. It's basically this toothbrush. He never goes for our toothbrushes, thankfully. But this toothbrush, one of his favorite toys. He pretends to clean his teeth with it. He bites it. He just like grabs it between his little paws. It's great. Loves that stuff. Never tried rubber bands. Or Q-tips, I guess, but we don't have Q-tips at home. Wait, did I click on something? Is this... I could swear I added grain to this picture already and a bit of vignettes. I might be going insane. I might have just like cancelled it at some point. I'm not sure. I could just be crazy. Will chew on your cell phone. That's really funny. Cats will easily destroy and swallow rubber bands. Do not let your little men play with rubber bands. Good to know. I will not try then. Okay. This would be a good way of reducing the brightness of the background. Yeah, there we go. Can't go too far because we're starting to get artifacts. Fortunately. But that seems about right. Intestinal blockage, that's true. Can't swallow rubber bands. That's dangerous for children and for pets. Female cat learned that cell phones take attention away from her and she rubs her face against them. Oh, Bean will rub his face against literally anything you had in your hands. Especially if it's sharp. He loves sharp stuff, so he can like just scratch himself like around the mouth here, which is his favorite spots. And I guess a spot he can't easily get to. So if you have anything like have a pen, he'll try to get the pen tip and just scratch himself this way. So you gotta be careful with like actually sharp stuff. He could easily cut himself by doing something like that. The cat yearns for the knife. Oh, here, Bean. You wanna play? You got this? He just seems to be chilling. My friend's cat does that too. She's the one that also will try on electric cables when you're on a laptop or a computer. Oh yeah, Beam goes for cables, but only when you're in front, when you're next to him. If you leave him alone, even for a few days, he will not bite anything. He will not. You can leave cables out in the open. He will not go for them. If you're around him and he's bored, he will go for cables because that easily gets people's attention. Obviously, you don't want the cat to bite the cable. So if he wants your attention, he'll go bite a cable. And he won't like really gnaw on it and destroy it, thankfully, but he will go and try and make you stop him. And it's a hard situation because like you gotta stop him, otherwise he might gnaw on the cable and destroy it. And but on the other hand, you are like essentially training him to do that for attention. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do with this cat? He has literally outsmarted me. He literally found a secret life hack that will get him like free attention. But also the way you get his attention is by, you know, throwing another toy at him or just like doing something to distract him so he doesn't think about the cable. So he literally found the infinite free attention hack. He's so smart. Because my two options are to play with him and instill that behavior into him deeper, or have one less cable. It's diabolical, really, if you think about it. This is a smart bastard. Yeah. You look at me from below. Smug. Free attention exploits working 2013. Huh. Okay, interesting contrast. Should I go high contrast with this? Can I go low with the shadows? Or should I go something closer to the original, which has pretty low contrast shadows, so we can see everything clearly? Like this reduces some detail from some key parts of the image, but I feel like it's also more dramatic lighting. I don't know, what are your y'all's thoughts on dark shadows versus light shadows? I think I'm leaning more towards this, but I might brighten up some of the center of the hands. And maybe some of the neck. I'm a bit on the fence as well. We've really darkened this image, except for the bright bits, which, you know, they were too bright to really darken at all. But gonna reduce, I'll undo the vignettes, because it's really getting weird over here. I could also just blur that bit of the image. Yeah, I will do that. Okay, let's apply these filters. I think I'm pretty happy with them. We can get a quick before and after. Right, and now I'm gonna go below. I'm gonna change a few things. First of all, where's... Is it this? All the canned meat textures. the color one. There we go. Okay, what is this? Oh, a little bit of meat texture that escaped. It went too far into the fur. Okay. Let's try to figure this out. I'm just gonna go with a soft light layer on top of everything. No, that's a color layer. Silly me. Have a bit of a stronger shadow right below the hands. That'll exaggerate the effects a little bit. And we can have a little bit more lights around the center of the hand here. Because that'll pop out a little more later. And then this bit ended up being... Is this? Oh, this is the old one. Oh, I guess we can compare the old and the new one. Definitely a glow up. This looked a bit like shit, I'm gonna be honest. No, it's looking way better. But I'm gonna delete the old one. No need to see it anymore. Okay, this bit looks really dark, like all over. I feel like that's not the best. So we are gonna brighten up the fur around this bit of the neck. Leave it dark in some other bits. And let's see how that applies. Once we have the filters, I'm just going to copy them over. And we can compare. Before, after. Okay, still a little more, I feel like. Definitely like the better, like the lighting better, like in and around the hand. So that's good. And with the hand, you know what I mean. Not this one. The dog hand. And it's a little bit better around the neck. Definitely. It's still not quite there. What I could do is add a soft light layer just on top. And just paint the bits that I want. And then we can just apply that below the filters later. If your computer was working there in the whole not working situation, you have streamed the pieces from Home Safety Hotline or you kept it a surprise. No, those were way earlier. I did those, I don't know, many months ago. I don't recall when. Let me check. Home Safety Hotline. I did this around May, April, May. But obviously it was a secret. The DLC existing was a secret, so I couldn't tell anybody. Just like the Book of Bill I worked on the better part of the images during October to December 2023. And then a bunch, like a second batch, like right before it came out for all the promo and the website and stuff. But there was a stream hiatus at that point. If you guys remember, last year, November, December, didn't stream much. I had like a little short like spurt of streams for like a few days where I was more free. I was talking about, like, oh, I'm working on this like secret project. I can't talk about it. That was the Book of Bill, if you ever wondered. Did Home Safety Hotline get a DLC? Yes, it got announced recently. It is a Christmas-themed DLC, and it's coming out on Friday. Might say it's a bit early for Christmas, but I think that's funnier. We're going to be playing this on stream on Friday. I already got my copy. Can't wait to dig into it a bit. Because I know my images, I know some of the other like bits of the game, and other stuff we'll be able to find in the game, but I don't know a lot of the images my friends have made, so it's gonna be a surprise. Or Nick himself has made. Also made most of that, probably. Okay, we're fixing the lighting up slowly. Bit by bits. That's a lot better. Okay, so here's how we do this. We group up these soft light layers. Call that. Wait, no. I probably shouldn't group them up. They work together. Okay. Now we apply the filters on top. Beautiful. And we check the difference. This was before all the manual adjustments, this is after. Now this bit is looking more interesting, it's not just like gray. We got some stronger shadow under the tumor. Okay, it's coming along, it's coming along. Alright. Keep going. We got the background bit that was bothering me. Actually, might have been a couple of them. How does it look here? Is that... no, that's a bean hair. That was a bean hair on my screen. I was like, where's there a line? Okay. Here. But mostly here. Just gonna blur that bit. To reduce the artifacts. Wait, I'm gonna do select subjects, which should hopefully select around this. No, okay. Control D, and now I'm gonna try to select the hand or the arm. I just want a selection of this. There we go. So I'm gonna get this chunk here. Get the whiskers out of the way. And it's barely going to be noticeable what I'm going to do right now. But it should hopefully help. Okay, it should be enough blur to soften that. There's a little bit of it here as well. There we go. Okay, and now when we apply the filters, it should hopefully look right. I was just looking at that, wondering if any of the screen caps were my work. I will tell you. Hold on. I looked at the store page. Okay. That one is Trevor's. Trevor Henderson, that is. But no, none of mine. One of them was posted on Twitter, though. I think it was Puppet Combo that posted it. Hold on, I retweeted it so I could find it pretty easy. should be right here. This is my Santa Claus. Just the saints. It's more based on Saint Nicholas, as you can see. Rides around on a horse. It's kind of like I kind of combined bits of Saint Nicholas and the more classic Santa Claus. It has a bit of both, but it's mostly Saint Nicholas. And it's pointing at you. And I will spoil you. I will spoil you of the signature. It's right here on the trash can. Thank you, y'all. But no more spoilers. You've seen enough. Thank you, thank you. Glad you'll like it. Oh, mosquito. Killed you, I think. I think I might have killed the mosquito. It fell from my hand. Damn it. Does Bean shed a lot, either year-round or seasonally? Seasonally, yeah. He's been shedding right now quite a bit. I think it might be the autumn shed. But yeah, usually at the start and the end of summer. Although I wonder how his body realizes when the seasons are, because it's literally like impossible to know when a season starts and ends here in the Canary Islands. We literally have 20 to 25 degrees Celsius all year. There's no change. There are no seasons here. I miss the fall, to be honest. I miss autumn, but I don't mind losing my favorite season if I get to have mild weather all year. I can always just go back to Asturias if I want to see some dried leaves. No change in barometric pressure, humidity, wind direction. There is one thing that happens, but it's kind of backwards actually. Here in the north of the islands, there is an effect that's called la panza de burro. It means the donkey's belly. Essentially, like over the city of Las Palmas, where I live in, there is a constant cloud covering everything all summer, which makes the temperatures milder, because if you actually go down to the south of the islands, it does get a bit hotter in summers. But here in the summers, it's usually overcast, which is usually like the opposite of most places. Summers are usually overcast, and kind of protects you from the hotter weather. Winters are sunny, but a little colder, so it just balances out. The donkey's belly, and it's called the donkey's belly because you look up and you know it's all gray. It's like a donkey's belly. It's great. I love the name. Huh, I don't see any change. Or I do see a little bit of change here, but it feels like my blur did shit all. See if that did anything. Also, there's the ear. The edge of the ear is a little bit wonky because I didn't clean it up well. And now that came back to bite me in the ass, because when you brighten up the image around it, it's suddenly way more apparent. So I'm just going to clean up the weird grainy edges. And that should hopefully help. So yeah, it's one of those funny expressions you learn when you go to a new place and you learn the local vocabulary. But it's one that stays with me. I love calling overcast weather donkey's belly. Such a cute name. I think I might move everything down a little bit. Let's see. For one simple reason. This finger was annoying me. The finger touching the edge of the canvas was bothering me. I don't want that. So yeah, let's move it down a little bit. And now there's this. Who are you? Okay, sure. Guess I'll just clone stamp you out. What? All layers? There you go. That should do it. The Southway referred to a sun shower as the devil beating his wife. Wild. I don't know. One expression or one word that I love from the Canary Islands is guagua, and it comes from Cuba, apparently. Technically it comes from English. So instead of saying bus here, like every other place in Spain, we say guagua written like this. And it comes from Cuba, where, you know, there was a lot of mix between Spanish and English speakers, and they called buses wagons. And, you know, Spanish speakers didn't really know how to pronounce that, so it eventually mutated to guagua, just like taking the wagon sound, guagua. And they eventually just wrote it like this. And so there was a lot of inter-immigration in between Cuba and the Canary Islands for centuries. You know, back and forth, back and forth. The vocabulary got shared as well. So guagua eventually made its way to the Canary Islands, which is great. Hey DJ, that is a hand tumor. Exactly. We're making some veterinary horror. In Chilean, wawas means children. Interesting. I guess because they cry. Makes some sense in my little brain. Okay, so there's still this. That bothers me. So I can't get rid of these artifacts. I could just soften them here, like fix it in post. If I get a small brush, I just sort of go over the lines. I can do it. Las Guaguitas. Convenience store chain Wawa in the US. Never heard of that. Yeah, it sounds like it would have to do with babies cry. It's like in Maori, the word for French people is apparently oui oui, like W-I-W-I, which is extremely funny. Like they just saw some French people like oui oui, yes yes, and they went, oh, those are the oui ouis. Extremely good. I wonder if they have similar names for other nationalities. I hope they do. But I only know the French one. It's like Pokemon. It is. Oh my god. French people are a little bit like Pokemon if you think about it. Okay, I think we got the correct mix here. This like manual fix. It's not my favorite, but it'll have to do. And now we sign this image. I think my idea is to put it here, but we will need to remove a couple whiskers just to clean up the area before. A little bit of this. There's some dark whiskers here as well. That's fine. Okay, great. We got it. Now, I'm gonna take this hair. I'm gonna copy it over. All of the length. There we go. I'm gonna put that over here. Then set that to a lighter color. Technically has some shadow, so let's just set that to normal. Manually edits. It's supposed to imitate a goose honking. Oh, the chain store wah wah. Do gooses sound like wah wah? Geese, sorry. Gooses. You know what I mean. Same thing. I think everyone should have a French person and we should find our French with other people's French. So okay, so if I'm half French, or technically 1/4 French by blood, but if my mom's French, my dad's Spanish, is it like a double type? Or am I just some ungodly combination of human and Pokemon? Okay, let's do the twisted whisker. Let's try that out. Oh, it's 5:30 already. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, we were leaving at around 6, so in about half an hour at most. I gotta go drop off my girlfriend at the airport. Mentioned this before, but yeah, she got some family business, so she gotta go back to Asturias for a bit, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll go drop her off. She has an early flight. It slightly bothers me because the whisker's not going in the right direction compared to the others, but could do it the other way, like so. That works better, actually. I'll take that. More curvy whiskers. A bit too much effort, but I think this does the trick. Make it a little thinner. Okay, I think we got this. What do y'all think? I think maybe I'll add a little bit more color. Because it's true that by darkening it like this, it makes the colors a little bit little bit less vibrant. So I could add some to the color grade and it's typically what darkening does, yeah. Exactly. Oh, I think by changing this, I'll mess up the fix I did here. It's fine. I think a lot of it might be the vignette, actually. We'll keep the white void. Why not? What's that dog doing? Starting to doze off. You should go sleep then. The before and after. We did get a little bit more color in there. Oh, let's see that little fix I did. Whoops. Whoops. Oh no. I could try something. Hold on. I do this. And can I do a patch? Patch tool. No, because it won't let me. Yeah. I can do it the shitty way. That actually works. I'm a genius. There we go. Fixed. Fix the shitty way. Alrighty. Ready to call this one done then. That's persona.jpg. Definitely way better than what we had last stream. I'm much happier with this now. The novice way. Or the shitty way. It works. As long as it works, it is the way. Yeah, like, Photoshop, please don't freak out. Just scare me. Please, it was finished and saved. Hey, dude. You wanna come over? Come over. Come over for a sec. I'll pick him up in a sec. But yeah, that is gonna do it for us today, y'all. Happy with this. I'm gonna leave it up for posting. Well, still gotta post Bigfoot or Big S. So we'll post that. I'll probably post that tomorrow, and this maybe the day after, a couple days after, just to space it out. But yeah, so look out for that in an indeterminate amount of days, 2 or 3, on social media. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm happy to have finished this cursed edit that killed my computer. Not directly, I'm being hyperbolic, but this edits that crashed my computer and showed that the CPU was busted. Yeah, tomorrow we got another art stream. We're going to be doing, the plan at least for now, is to do some Dreadfarer stuff. Probably a couple. We'll see how much we have time for, but aiming for at least a couple little Dreadfarer things. I got one which I got the picture for and stuff, so it's just going to be a pretty short edit, so I'll probably have time for 2. And then on Friday night, so 2 streams from now, look out for the Home Safety Hotline playthrough. We're going to be playing through the DLC for Home Safety Hotline that we were talking about just a bit before. And yeah, we're going to be seeing if we can find all the images that my friends made. And yeah, just seeing what they have. Y'all, thank you so much. Hope the trip goes well. Oh, this is my partner going on a trip. I'm not going. I'll stay right here. Yeah, Hope her trip goes well. Yeah. Let's get Bean before we say bye. Bean, come over. Yeah. My boy was sleeping on the floor. I guess say bye. Look, Bean. Chad is looking at you. All right, y'all. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.